Hi, it's Minister Carter. It's Jesus in the morning, Jesus in the noon, and Jesus in the night. Jesus, 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 Jesus. The Lord is our God. The Lord is one. Hallelujah. We're going to get right back into some issues that are waking us up in this end time. The churches need to wake up. There's so much going on in this judgment-bound generation. We thought about Daniel 5. Remember I gave this message some months ago about Belshazzar, that Babylonian monarch living in rebellion, taking the gold vessels and the drinking cups and stuff that were taken out of Jerusalem when the Israelites were took out of there and brought to Babylon by Nebuchadnezzar for 70 years. He had the gall to have his party drinking wine out of those cups with orgies and everything going on in the temples. That's a temple in Babylon now, not the one in Jerusalem, because his grandfather already tore that one down. So you get to a situation that when the leaders of a nation gets into rebellion, there's a God in heaven watching all this mess. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise. He said, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. So this Babylonian drunken idiot is sitting down there partying and mocking the God of Israel. Boy, let me tell you, while he was drinking and partying and slobbering all over the place, he looked up and all he saw was a hand with a candlestick writing against the plaster on the wall. And he said, oh my God, he just looked. He was drunk, but he got sober real quick. And when he looked at that writing, he couldn't understand the writing. It was Hebrew. He couldn't understand it. He called all his lords and devil worshippers and idols, what we would say would be his religious leaders and people that run the nation. Bring them on in here and try to tell me what this writing says. And they said, wait a minute, man. There's somebody in the kingdom that can understand this writing. And this is Babylon now. Let me tell you. That was Daniel. Daniel came up in there and looked up. He said, I'll tell you what the daggone writing said. He said, I'll give you gifts, I'll give you gold, I'll give you a chain around your neck, I'll give you all the things you want. Just tell me what this writing means. Because the king was about to go foolish. He sobered up. Daniel said, keep your stinking gifts to yourself, but I'll tell you what the writing said. And it says, mene, tekel, upharsin. He said, your days are wanted. That means you're in want. You're about to go down. You had the whole world in your hand. And now God is getting ready to render the kingdom from under you and destroy your monarchy. And this is what God is doing here in the end time, y'all. The political leaders here in the end time, they can't do right if they don't have God's head, God's heart, or seeking the Lord or trying to keep God's commandments. This is idolatry, paganism, rebellion, humanism here in the end time. What are you talking about? So now God dealt with those people at that time, and now he's dealing with this judgment-bound generation here in our lifetime. Didn't he do it in 1917 during the First World War? Bad enough, the Spanish flu was going upside heads, killing people by the thousands, but overthrew the Russian Empire, the Ottoman Empire. Woo, hallelujah. The German Empire. They had Austria-Hungary. All these nations, all these powers were overthrown in World War I. Boy, let me tell you, America didn't come into the midst until 1918. The daggone war was almost over. Time they got in there, it was about over. But God is merciful. He overthrew these nations to let people know that he's the God himself. And people better wake up and see that there's a God in heaven that sits up high and looks down low. Then we got in, couldn't even get out of the war good. got into the Depression in 1929. Everybody on soup lines. The whole world. Everybody money gone. America the only one sitting back rich. Partying. They even took from their own people. Soup lines and everything right here in America. Dust bowls during the 30s. So much rebellion, so much sickness, so much pain. America started getting back to praying. I heard about people had the moaning bench. People in churches, out in the parks, in the schoolyard, got together and just started having prayer meetings and calling on God and repenting and seeking the Lord during the 30s. And in God's mercy, He brought America around. They got picked up, put on top of the world, and got us through World War II. What are you talking about? All those nations that were overthrown. England was the biggest land grabber in the world. Because all those European powers carved up Africa in 1881 during the time of the Berlin Conference. And God got tired of that. He overthrew all them rebellious people. They thought they were going to take Africa and get all their gold and diamonds and oil for years. They did it. But God cut them off and set them up and shut them up. In 1945, America came out on top of the world. England was gone, broke. France gone. Germany gone. Japan gone. Hallelujah. America on top of the world. Now God gave America another chance. Now if you stay humble, seek the Lord. If my people which are called my name shall humble themselves and pray, seek my face, then I will hear their prayers, forgive their sin, and heal the land. God turned around and blessed America, that the whole world wanted to follow and be like America. What are you talking about? You couldn't even get a handshake. They got so proud and so high-minded and so rebellious and so full of the flesh, they had the gall to jump into the Vietnam War, where France had tried to colonize Vietnam after they had already been under their colonization for years. Boy, let me tell you, if He brings you out of a mess, stay out of it. No, they got in it, then got America in it. How many years we was in there messing around? Didn't get out of there, but finally left in 1975 in shame. 58,000 American soldiers dead. God hand it's starting to curse, starting to bring leanness on the souls in America. Then the government got corrupt and rebellious. All through 9/11. All this hell going on here in the end time. COVID. Now you got political unrest. Churches falling by the wayside. We've lost a whole generation here. It is 2025. Our young people don't even know the Lord. They don't even know nothing about going to church. When you go into church, you don't know if the preachers, then they're going to take advantage of you, rip you off, and rob you. And then make fools out of you. The churches got to pay for what the nations have done. So He said, blessed is the nation whose God is the Lord. So as God overthrew those nations, He's banging on America's door. Your days are numbered, y'all. Pray every day. Seek the Lord. Turn to God. Get this generation back into prayer and calling on Jesus. Get baptized. Hallelujah. And let God have His way in your life. We're living in an evil time. We never seen a time like this when the entire government is corrupt. Both parties. Don't leave them out. They're full of ungodliness, hate, and rebellion. But God getting ready to answer them all. So we got to pray if we want to stay. Let your will be done, Lord. He's going to put His hand on us like He did Babylon. Get ready, y'all. It's coming. Call on Jesus. Morning, noon, and night. Hallelujah.